welcome to this tutorial. Hoping that you got the point from the previous tutorial. Now, in this tutorial and the one that follows, we will introduce some basic and useful Git commands. So, let's move ahead and see what is it all about. Okay, before we jump into that, please let me briefly present you the philosophy behind Git. So first of all, as you can see there, we have a working directory, which is the current directory where we are actually working in. After that, with the git add command, we actually push our file or directories under the working directory to what is called the staging area. From there, with the Git Commit command, we push from the staging area to the Git repository, .git repository. And of course, we can check out from one stage to another. So as you can see, we can check out from the Git directory into the staging area, or from the staging area to the working directory. So that's the overall philosophy how Git actually works. Okay, as we ended in the previous tutorial, now you need to configure your username to be used by Git. So to do that, at the prompt, enter git config --global username. So you put your name into double quote, git config global user.email. There you put your email there. So the username and the email address are the one that you created your GitHub account with, as we did in the previous tutorial. Okay, some basic Git commands. So we have git init. This command initializes the current folder as a Git repository, and when it initializes the folder, it will mark that folder as a master. Again, don't worry, we are going to discover that in the next tutorial. The second command that we are going to see is the Git Status Command. It will tell you the current status of the folder in your working directory. So remember the working directory, the staging area, and the Git repository. The third command is the git add, the file to be added, which means that all the file in the current directory will be added to what is called the staging area of my Git repository, as we saw previously. The fourth command will be the git commit -m message. This command is very useful. What this command will do is commit the current state of our folders into our Git repository. So all the files as they exist at the moment, once they have been staged using the git add, then they will be committed to our Git repository when we execute the git command. Git log --one line. One line will show us a brief log of all the commits. But if you simply type git log, it will display a lot more detailed information about all the commits. Again, don't worry, we are going to discover that in the next tutorial. Next, we have the Git Checkout Command. So this checkout command allows us to check out a file from a previous commit to in our Git repository. So as we saw in the diagram, we can move from the Git repository or the Git directory in our local machine and check out the file from there to the staging area, and from the staging area to our working directory. Of course, because you may want to revert back to a previous version, so you always have a way to do that. Next, we have the git reset head file name to discard the effect of the previous operation and restore the file to its state at the end of the given commit. So we are going to see that down below. So we will go for the practice in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks once and see you next. Bye.